All righty. Well, it is 10 o'clock on the dot. Welcome everybody to Long's weekly coffee break. My name is Lindsay Flater, and I'm on the air distribution sales team here at Long. Today, I have Sterling Minter, Director of Sales from AQC Industries. Today, we're going to talk and go in depth about the benefits of Blue Duct and underground HVAC ducting. Sterling, take it away.
All right. Well, thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate you and the Long team letting me jump in here. Coming to you today from Elkton, Maryland at a Dunkin' Donuts. So I have my coffee. I'm fully prepared here. We're going to talk and just kind of introduce everybody to AQC Industries out of Roseville, Minnesota. As Lindsay said, I'm the sales director, and we offer a complete line of pre-insulated HVAC duct systems. We have underground duct, we have internal inside the building duct, and we have rooftop duct. Our systems reduce leakage, are more energy efficient. They improve indoor air quality, limit water intrusion. They're closed cell materials, and they reduce long-term maintenance costs, which make them very durable. Today, we're going to specifically talk more about the Blue Duct than anything else, our underground duct application. Just a quick brief of what we do at AQC when you are looking to specify or get involved with a project. What AQC does is completes the takeoff. We don't ask Long's team to do it, although they're very good at it. We prefer to do it so that we can match up our products exactly with what the engineer is requesting. So we do the takeoff. When we bid a project, we are going to provide you with a shop drawing on the day we bid the job. We're going to put together the submittal package when it's ready to go forward. We're going to complete all the duct fabrication as you've agreed and signed off on for us. Then we're going to enter into providing some field training to make sure the team is fully trained on how to install the duct. And on some of the larger jobs, we're even going to try to send one of our trainers out to the job site at the start of the job, as opposed to just a webinar. So these are some of the services that we offer. Some key points I want you to think about as we go over our Blue Duct system. HVAC accounts for approximately 51% of commercial building energy use. Now, indoor air hides behind the comforting air blown from air handlers. So if we're hot and the air handler's blowing good conditioned air on us, we don't really think much about the quality of that air. The calming smell of air freshness makes us think, hey, this is really good. But it is invisible, and it's easy to dismiss that it could contain contaminants. People spend about 80% of their time inside. So as we introduce our Blue Duct and displacement, we want you to think about that, especially with the contaminant's ability to attach to aerosols that can then stay aloft for several hours. And this is something we've learned through COVID that, you know, in the beginning, we thought that 6 hour or 6 foot expel was what we needed to be concerned about. Then we learned it was actually the smaller particles in the aerosols that were the major concern. The reason we can address that with a under cement, under slab, or displacement ventilation is a typical mixing air system is throwing the air, as you see from the left, down, throwing it rather hard at unacceptable velocities, trying to get an even mix of airflow in the system. With displacement or under floor or under slab, you're already bringing the air conditioned to where it needs to be, and you're bringing it into the area of where the people are. We're only dealing with that area of people occupancy. With displacement and under slab, you're going to have easier control of your temperatures in the occupied zone. You're going to improve your energy efficiency, which is going to improve your indoor air quality. You're going to help replenish the oxygen. You're going to remove odors and smoke and other airborne contaminants. You're going to save ceiling space, and that becomes very favorable to an architect as well. So a lot of churches and auditoriums where we don't want to see that overhead space. And it reduces the effects of what happens because of the weather, because it is under slab. So when you're dealing with an underground Blue Duct system, your air can be cooled to a more comfortable temperature when it comes out of the duct. So you're throwing 65-degree temperatures in the air conditioning mode, as opposed to, say, 55-degree temps in a mixing air system. It's quieter, lower air velocities. It's suited for open ceilings because the air is going to stratify at about 8 or 9 feet. That's going to put that warm, hot air up top. So it eliminates that mixing throw of air that, as I said before, is unacceptable. According to ASHRAE, this is going to provide you a system that's 20% more efficient It's going to use about 16.7% less volume of air in order to meet the same comfortable situation. And that is going to improve your energy efficiency and your indoor air quality. So with that, let's jump into the Blue Duct product. So Blue Duct, as you see, is in fact blue, which is why it's called Blue Duct. That's actually the only reason. There have been instances where the plenums, for concern of being able to look inside a grill, we've made black plenums. But on average, everything is blue, as you see. We've had 19 years of successful installations, both commercial, industrial, and residential. It stood the test of time. We've done installation throughout the entire United States, throughout most of Canada, and we've even got projects going in the Middle East, in Dubai. If any of you are World Cup fans, the World Cup will be in Qatar in October, and we actually have Blue Duct being installed out there so we can condition outside air. Someday I'll tell you what that's all about, but it is actually conditioning outside air. So that's something to keep in mind. What we do with the Blue Duct, the first major component to understand is it is a complete system. We provide 8-inch to 48-inch duct in varying sizes. We provide the boots, the reducers, the TYs, the elbows, saddles, plenums, end caps, clamps, gaskets, sealing, bolts, and nuts. We even provide styrofoam blocks to support the duct on the ground while you're installing it, and even after it backfills, that stays in there. So we're going to provide you everything you need to get from the wall penetration at the mechanical to penetration through the slab. And that's a great offering that we have, because other systems have to mix between PVC coated metals and that type, and that just shouldn't be in the ground. We do start with a high density polyethylene. It's a closed cell plastic, basically. We mix it with a foaming agent. We end up with about 1/2-inch thick walls. But because it's closed cell, it's resistant to mold and mildew. It's a precision molded product line. It's corrosion free because it is that polyethylene. It doesn't leak or rust. And it's very difficult to crush. It takes a little extra effort. Installation wise, it installs very easy because it's very lightweight. Most pieces of duct can be moved around by 2 individuals. The duct sizes from your 8-inch to your 18-inch are 90 inches in length. The flange duct is actually 96 inches. So they're all the same. You're able to cut and modify on site. This allows for slight modifications. You thought it was going to be 36 inches, but you need 38. That extra 2 inches is there. You're always going to be modifying to get what you need. It reduces the need for heavy equipment because 2 people can generally pick up every piece and move it around a job site. So that reduces the need for manpower. It makes less work in the trench, as you can see from the bottom picture there. It's easy to do more connections outside of the ditch and then still roll it back into the ditch without having to use heavy equipment. It's very simple clamp and gasket connections or flange connections, depending on the size of the pipe. So it does install very easy. Part of that is because it eliminates the need for field insulation. It eliminates the need for vapor barrier, and it also eliminates the need for any field concrete encasement. You can go right down on the dirt that you have dug out and backfill it with pea gravel. That's the best. It has a 92% natural compaction. But you can actually use sand. You can use the native soil if it doesn't have rocks in it, and you can encase it in concrete. There's some special paths to do that, but that's available as well. It carries an R10 thermal distribution rating as per NSF P374. So it is going to perform as though it were an R10 insulated metal duct system. Everything is leak testable. In fact, we ask you to leak test it. And the duct itself can go in the ground. And ICC says you can even go 4 feet below floodplain without even having to pitch it. Now, you're going to want to use good common sense with water remediation. If it's somewhere, it's going to always see water. But it does hold up. It's very strong, very durable. It withstands very well. All the pipe sizes have been tested to the ASTM 2412 crush test. This is what allows us to determine the strength of the duct, that we provide 15% deflection rates as per 2412. This can be given to your structural engineers or your geotech engineers who are trying to determine how to prepare the soil or the slab on top to withstand whatever weight people traffic, equipment traffic, etc. Our blue duct has been accepted by all the code officials throughout the US, Canada, and now the Middle East. So we're going to meet all the uniform mechanical codes, international codes, California codes, every code we have out there for underground duct application. Blue duct has been successful over the last 19 years. Now, one of the key points to keep in mind is we do offer some custom options. So I said before, everything was rotomolded, and that is true. We do have some standard plenums and such that can be used, but sometimes the actual grill chosen is more important than the actual size of the plenum. So as you can see from these pictures, we can make custom plenums, primarily anything that is square or rectangular that can be hand cut, hand measured, hand tested, hand reinforced, even if it's a combination of connecting it to one of our existing pipes. Spool pipe reducers are one of those things, similar to what you see down in the bottom right corner, where those pipes have been welded together and then put sealant around them for extra protection. We do have these offerings. They are not rotomolded, so they can be specific for the job when we need to be. As I said, we want every system to be leak tested. We want zero leakage before it's backfilled. The blue duct is a completely sealed system. Even the plenums are sealed on the top until you cut those tops off and put the floor grills down or connect to metal. So you're able to leak test the system very easily to make sure it does not leak before you backfill it. If air's not getting out, it's likely water's not going to get in. So that's kind of the benefit of having the AQC blue duct. It's a great application. I think Long has done many, many jobs over the last 10, 12 years. I forget how long we've been doing it. It's been very successful. We don't have many issues. And if you're a contractor, we've been told that it's about 40% savings on the installation process overall. And we've been told that if you've ever done an FRP type project, one of our competitors, that you're definitely going to enjoy the blue duct, as it does seem to be a lot easier to install and perform a lot better. So kind of went fast there for you, Lindsay. So a little bit shorter than your 13-minute timeline you warned me about, but
Short
now
and sweet,
I'm
that's what everyone likes.
I'm gonna turn it back over.
And thank you, Sterling, for that awesome presentation. And if anybody has any questions, please also reach out to your Long sales rep and we can get you all the information you need. Tune in next week for Travis Cowan's presentation with Steve Clark from Sealy on cooling below the wet bulb. Have a great day, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks again, Sterling.
You're welcome. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.